Hey everybody, how you doing? It's me, your guy, that guy, the boy here. Welcome to another Caves and Cliffs Big Hype video. Last week I took what I considered to be a little bit of a risk and put out this video right here. You guys seem to love it, so I guess it wasn't a risk at all. Today, we're gonna do it all again. Exact same information, different week. Wait, no, not the exact same information. Please don't leave. I actually have new stuff to talk about, so yep, that's what we're gonna talk about today. As always, if you enjoy, leave a like, and today, down in the comments below, drop a biome that needs to be in the cave update. This week, we have a decent handful of brand new Skulk information. This is the tweet from the King B-Dogs. While not related, Skulk name was inspired by Jeb's process with naming the Shulkers. He liked the word lurker, but changed it around a bit to feel new. Skulk is only one letter changed out of skulk, meaning keep out of sight, typically with a sinister or cowardly motive. Ooh, sounds evil. Evil for sure. Now, aside from the Skulk sensor and now the explanation behind the meaning, the name of this block, we still really don't have too much information on it, but that definitely sounds evil. Definitely. I mean, with a name like that, with a definition tied to Skulk, keep out of sight, typically with a sinister or cowardly motive, what if this stuff were to spread when you're not looking at it, like grow onto grass and stone and things like that? Ho, that's speculation for sure, but that would be sweet. Anyways, enough with speculation, back to the actual news. So check out the screenshot right here. Yeah, it's the Skulk blocks, you know, There's maybe like 4 or 5 different Skulk blocks here. Well, all of these Skulk blocks have a function, but we'll have to wait to see what that function is. So every Skulk block that we're seeing here in this image, according to King B-Dogs, actually does something, which is interesting. Now this brings up the question of function. So what does that mean? Does it mean function like that blue nether wart block? Or does it mean function like something kind of like dirt or redstone or something like that? Will these Skulk blocks actually do something interesting? Or will they just be another block with a different texture? I could theorize all day long about these Skulk blocks, and all of those theories, or most of them, definitely put these Skulk blocks as having different uses. It looks like the Skulk set is definitely going to be interesting. Following up the function talk though, Harry had a question. Will these functions be constant, or will it be possible to use them as a decorative block without affecting nearby redstone contraptions? King B-Dogs again with the reply, you will be able to use them as decorative blocks as well. Yes. Oh boy, which complicates things even more. So they do things, but they're also decorative. Maybe they do things when paired with other things. I don't know, elites. Honestly, I am really excited for these Skulk blocks. Seriously, can't wait. These blocks are going to be big brain hour all day long. Seriously, it seems like they're going to be really complex, but also really cool. The Skulk blocks are cool and all, but it's time to move on. King B-Dogs put out this tweet right here asking for feedback on the new caves. What do you want? In fact, I'm going to link this tweet down in the description today. If there's something that you want to see, make a Twitter account, reply to this tweet, and then after you reply to it, go follow my Twitter. Aha. Trisha replied with some big hate energy to diorite chunks, we love to see it, and also granite and andesite chunks. Sometimes they don't really seem to fit in. And guess who replied? Yep, that's right, King B-Dogs again. We have already been exploring the problem of granite, diorite, andesite patches. I think a resident caveman, Henrik, has some cool ideas up his sleeve. Henrik follows that up with a classic, spicy, oh yes we do. So this definitely brings into question granite, diorite, and andesite chunks. So they can't be, and I highly doubt that they would be removed from the game entirely. That would make those resources way too difficult to get your hands on. If you weren't aware, you can actually craft the stuff, but sometimes, in some cases, you need the other stuff to craft the stuff. For example, to make andesite, combine diorite with cobblestone, and you get andesite. But at the same time, the current andesite, diorite, and granite chunks generating in random caves that are going to look beautiful, yeah, those are probably going to knock that beautifulness down a couple notches, which is definitely not the intention. Personally, I think it would be cool to see the granite and andesite caves, and unfortunately, probably the diorite caves as well. But that's not confirmation, just my take. The confirmation here is that things are probably going to change when it comes to those 2 good blocks and 1 terrible block. Okay, elites, check this out. This one is genuinely huge. It's sweet. This is a tweet from Equinox Rex. Equinox Rex is not a developer. Equinox Rex has a Twitter. Okay, anyways, found this linked by Xylphian in the comments section of Izumavoid latest news video. And then the image, oh my gosh, look at that beautiful, clean block right now. I hope I'm not going to regret saying these words, but that block looks really good. It looks like a cross between quartz and the bad stuff. but it actually looks good. This is yet another brand new block that we are seeing, elites, right here. Now, what could it be? Well, the first thing that came to mind was marble. But the problem here, Jappa had previously stated, I believe it was Jappa, that marble wouldn't come to the game. Quartz is sort of Minecraft's marble. The problem here, though, couldn't find the initial spot where that was stated. But check this out. This is an image that I pulled off of Google. Okay, so back to the Minecraft image, those purple blocks. We've seen those before. I believe those are the amethyst blocks. The blocks that those amethyst crystals will generate, spawn, grow on. I don't know how it works, but the crystal blocks. Then, back to this picture, real life picture of amethyst. The white around the edge. I think those white blocks back in Minecraft is literally replicating the white around the edge of that real world amethyst. Yeah? You see the similarity? Oh yes. And then if we want to go one step further, back to the Minecraft image. Look at the blocks around the white. Yeah, the new gray block? Maybe you didn't even notice it. Yeah, the new gray block. Back to the real world image. Look around the edge of the amethyst. Interesting. This really makes me wonder if these little chunks of amethyst are going to generate in your world and be fully encased in some sort of shell or something like that, like its own structure entirely. Oh, that's gonna be really cool, because imagine it. Maybe that gray block is a block that you need like a netherite pickaxe to mine. That puts amethyst way late game. Unless of course, you find amethyst that is exposed for some reason. Then you're just lucky. Anyways though, that's speculation. What's confirmed is yet another new block in the cave update. This is going to be a gigantic update, elites. What do you think this white block is? Do you think this is marble? Do you think this is some sort of amethyst related block? Let me know down in the comments. Hi Brandon, I love all the ideas from Minecraft devs and no complaints about it. Just want to ask about Savannah, Desert Swamp, and Badland update. Wish they're not forgotten. Also curious about the mesh caves. Well, Jerry, I'm curious about the mesh caves too, and I hope the Savannah, Desert, and Swamp, and Badland aren't forgotten about. Oh, look who it is, King B-Dog swiping in again, just at the perfect time. They will of course come in the future, but there are no plans to update these biomes in the Caves and Cliffs update. So, unfortunately, Swamp Biome gamers, Chessboat does not live quite yet. But Chessboat isn't cancelled. Good news, bad news, good news. Back to this tweet right here. First, we have a reply from Magma. For me, it means nothing. No offense, but there are several other biomes that need more love than caves. The end, the Arctic, the sky, etc. Good point. But, King B-Dogs. With the sky, it isn't something that we've touched yet, and it's important that we flesh out existing content before exploring new content spaces. The end may need more love, but it's a late game piece of content. Early game content is more important to flesh out first, in my opinion. That's not to say that a cave update should excite you. There are definitely some updates that may just not be for you, but hopefully we can, and we've been trying to, satisfy a wide variety of player types. Okay, so these two tweets from King B-Dogs, they're not a confirmation of anything, but they're sort of an explanation of the devs' thinking behind the updates. So, in my opinion, and in many other people's opinions, King B-Dogs is right. The caves needed love, definitely. Like King B-Dog said, it's more important that we flesh out existing content before exploring new content spaces. So it seems like, and honestly, if you think about the past couple updates, the devs have really been focusing on improving the features in Minecraft already, and then, maybe, down the road, we get something huge, massive, and exciting. I mean, think about it. The Update Aquatic updated the oceans. The Village and Pillage update updated villagers. The Bee update, I guess it added bees and fixed bugs. It updated the game, I guess you could say. Anyways, moving on. The Nether update updates the Nether. Cave update updates all of the caves. It's really obvious when you think about it. All of the past updates have been all about updating Minecraft's currently existing features. Of course, there have been new features like Striders, Ravagers, those things. But for the most part, in fact, maybe even entirely, they're all tied to pre-existing features. This one, where we're ending with Twitter for today, is just big excitement for the future gamers. This is huge. For new cave update information this week, that just about does it. But something big also happened this week. Check out the version number, top corner. Minecraft 1.16.4 pre-release 1. That's right, gamers, if you didn't catch it, 1.16.4 pre-release 1 dropped. Now, I actually ended up covering the pre-release on my second channel, That Meme Station, just because the pre-release was so small. I'll put a card to the video on screen now if you want a full breakdown. The quick breakdown is this. Open the world up to land, here we go. Then if my keybind for P wasn't the camera thing, we would hit P and open the social interaction screen. Instead, we'll change it to O. I don't use that key. If we hit O, check this out. We have this new menu right here. From this menu, you'll actually be able to hide those toxic players and people like your friends on servers from chat. I can't do it with myself, and I can't do it with all of these other people because they're not here. But basically, 1.16.4 will bring you a little bit more control when it comes to hiding bad people on servers. Now, there is no confirmed release date for 1.16.4 quite yet, but I'd guess that it would be pretty soon. 1.16.4, according to the devs, won't be adding any new gameplay features. It'll be bug features, minor things like that player interactions menu, and probably some behind-the-scenes stuff too. But you know what happens after Minecraft 1.16.4? Oh yeah, that's right, Minecraft 1.17. So there's no official date for 1.17 snapshots quite yet, but with 1.16.4 pre-releases officially being released, that means 1.16.4 is pretty close, which also means 1.17 snapshots are closer. Personally, I'm really hoping that we see at least a couple 1.17 snapshots before the end of the year, but only time will tell. Caves and Cliffs, Big Hype Week 2, done. So, that's what we've learned this week in terms of cave update information. If I missed anything, I'm sorry about that. If you tagged me on something on Twitter that I talked about in this video, thank you. If you want to help make next week's episode, then simple, easy. Tag me on confirmed stuff that you see on Twitter, you know, from like developers and stuff, or put a screenshot over on my subreddit, r/waddles. If you liked today's video, if you'd like to see this again next week, make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. If you're already subscribed, just double check. Big thank you for the support to my patrons, Colio95, NerdPantsMcGee, and JRig45. Until next time, stay cavey, gamers. Goodbye.